Hi guys, as of now for this week I will talk about the very important part of applying Revit basics, which is the details. So what to expect this week, our floor to wall connection, application of materials, ceiling and soffit, ano bang pagkakaiba nilang dalawa, and the technicality and presentation. Because I noticed in your past presentation or PAA, medyo dito kayo nagkulang. So right now, para malagyan natin ng tuldok lahat and it will be aesthetically pleasing somehow your works, dito natin i-apply. Okay? So, as of now, if you can see, this is like the finished product of the section with everything na may technicality and presentation technique. So for example, the floor to wall connection with ito dalawang floor na ang in-apply dito with the wall and the fill dito. Kasi you have two different types of slabs, guys, kung nakikinig kayo sa inyong teacher or I don't know sino nagturo. You have the slab on fill and the second floor slab, which is not the same design as the slab on fill. Kasi ang on fill, matibay na siya on its own kasi nasa floor siya. Whereas kung second floor slab, you have a different type of reinforcement for that. Iba ang design ng bakal and the thickness as well. So, technically speaking, it would somehow be connected like this. So, my ground floor wall, my second floor wall, and your second floor slab, plus your tiles, wood tiles, or whatever finishing you have there. So, ganito ang connection nila. Okay? So, hindi muna natin yan in-depth because I will start from scratch. I will start from the top, so don't panic. I will close this one. Yan lang yung parang finished product natin. And ito ang gagawin nating exercise for this week. So, I will close. Should I save? Okay. So, this is a raw site that I gave you. Nasa ground floor plan ako. But for the site view, site development plan, it would look like this. So, hindi ako mag-focus sa site. I will go directly sa floor plan. So, let's make a house from scratch para lang ma-insert natin yung detailing natin. So, you can apply the techniques that I will give you. I will be fast because right now, maganda na kasi may foundation na kayo. So, you can understand and see agad kung anong ginagawa ko na. Okay, so I will type DL for detail lines. You will see why mamaya. I am just plainly, what do you call this, outlining the site itself para gagawa ko ng setback. And yung setback na yun, yun ang magiging form ng building ko. So this is my DL, detail lines. Then I will type OF for offset. There, it will look like this. So offset ko from the front is this, so 3 meters there. While my offset sa other two sides are 2 meters. There. Oops. Oh, nagka-mistake ako. I'll just delete. So, right. Okay, tama na to. So, may setback na tayo sa loob. Now, I will delete the outlines na basis ko for my setback. Pag na-delete ko na yan, of course, your property line will appear again. Hindi na siya ma-overshadow ng detail lines. Then, I'll type TR to trim. So, that is my base of the building. I'll just use this for, parang sa CAD, meron kang, meron kang draft lines para, for your basis of your form. Now, let's make a wall. In my wall, I have my preset, if you can see, because our company is Lines and Figures, I put there L plus F wall. So that is my customized wall. I know you guys have your customized wall as well. But right now, I can see na not all of you applied this one. So, let me tell you right now, it is very important na meron kayong customization ng inyong wall because magiging maganda ang connection ninyo if you have this one. Okay, so if I edit this one, I'll open this. It's up to you if gagayahin niyo siya or not. Let's open the LF wall na 150 mm and ano ang composition niya na parang sandwich kumbaga. In the construction, guys, sige, let's talk about construction. You will have a basic structure na concrete masonry unit na 100 mm thick. You can also use 150 for firewalls and or party walls. Party walls meaning you have a house here, another house here, and then you have a party wall there. So, 150 ang kakapal niyan. As of now, isa lang muna kasi 100 lang. If you want another, then just duplicate this one and change this to 150. So, ngayon, 100 muna. So, that's my concrete masonry unit. Then, for the exterior side, if you can see my cursor, for the exterior side, I will have my plaster, which is, 20 mm. Somehow, this is conceptual, guys. Yung 20 mm na thickness. Of course, iba talaga yan on-site. Pero, at least lang naman, sa concept pa lang, or sa drawing, parang real-time or reality na ang ating drawings. Hindi siya yung parang papeke-peke lang na para lang makatawid kayo sa drawings. No, we will be detailed as much as possible. So, you have a plaster that is 20 mm and the exterior paint which is just 5 mm. Siguro kung in reality, maybe 1 mm to. Pero, for OCD tendencies, maganda kasi tingnan ng 5, 20, 10. So, 5 will be the least. So, sa exterior paint, if you can see, sa exterior side, I have the exterior paint. Whereas, sa interior side naman, I also have interior paint. So, I'm just making my own personal material. Kung wala kayong interior paint, then just make one dito. If you can remember, create or duplicate material. There. So, I just made my own interior paint and exterior paint. Kung gusto ninyo na mas detailed na anong klaseng exterior paint yan or anong klaseng interior paint, then you can put skim coat paint, outdoor paint, or sa interior naman, you can have epoxy, acrylic, or whatever you want. So, as of now, I'll be general na exterior and interior paint. Ma'am, bakit kailangan ito na ganito ka-detailed? Meron tayong concrete masonry unit, meron tayong plaster, meron din tayong interior and exterior paint. Because if you will make a house and then meron tayong quantity take-off, meaning gaano kadaming paint, gaano kadaming concrete masonry, gaano kadaming plaster ang gagamitin, mabilis lang siyang i-estimate. And you don't even need to type kasi the Revit will estimate it for you and compute it for you. So that is how important this is, na mag-customize kayo ng walls. Okay, so that is the composition of my wall. You can copy or you can imitate this one or make your own, of course. Pwede talaga. So, for my concrete masonry units, i-insert na natin ang presentation. So, for my presentation, again, my presentation, I have this one. Yung background, dito tayo sa cut pattern ha, kung cut pattern ng walls. So, I have a background which is kind of pink because our company color is red. So, medyo washed out red to siya. So, medyo naging old rose type of pink. Whereas sa foreground, meron akong, foreground meaning kung anong hatch mo. So, I have this diagonal up na 0.5 mm. Now, we can also edit this one. If you want na hindi 0.5 mm, let's say for example, 1 mm lang. Maliit masyado ang 0.5. So, you can. So, duplicate. Oops, sorry. I edited it. Sorry again. You can duplicate the fill pattern, then make it 1 mm. So, itong pattern ko ngayon na diagonal, I can make it into 1 mm. Kung gusto niyo mas klaro, let's say 4. Gawin natin 4. 4 mm. Yan. Diba, nag-change ang spacing nila dalawa. So, you can really customize anything. So, if gusto niyo naman gumawa ng new fill pattern, you can. So, let's say new pattern name like LF cross hatch. Let's say cross hatch. Yan. So, meron ka ng crosshatch. Pwede mo ding liitan ang crosshatch into 1.5 mm. Pero pwede rin hindi, na hindi siya parang, baga, square. Ganyan. Parang rectangle type. Ganda siya, actually. Or ganyan din. Pwede talaga. So, I have my new L plus F crosshatch. So, if I click OK, meron yan. And then, my color would be gray. Yun lang gusto ko. You can have it black. For black naman din. Maganda naman din tingnan. But, I will cancel this one because I have my own template na ginawa. Which is, yung diagonal na 0.5. Gusto ko talaga yung hatch na parang close to solid. Pero, makikita ko pa rin yung diagonal. Yan ang parang peg ko. So, depending on your customization, you can really do that. So, let's press OK. So, the total width of my wall or thickness of my wall is 150. So, bakit important yan? You will see later. Now, I will draw my exterior wall and then make sure na sa iba, baka kasi gawin yung wall center line. So, maging wall center line yan. Important if you have your setback, dun kayo sa finish face exterior. Para, I'm typing spacebar dito para, exact talaga ang setback mo na wala kang lampas sa iyong setback. Hindi ka lalampas sa setback na provide for you. So, there's my wall. If I'll zoom in, it will look like this. Marami akong pero hindi na siya nakikita. But if I will change my scale into 1.2 rather, you can see, pag-zoom in ko, ito yung plaster, this is the plaster, this is the skim coat or the exterior paint. This one naman is the plaster again, and this one is the interior paint. And this one is the concrete masonry. See, it matters if you change your scale. Your scale, you can really change that anytime, lalo na kapag nasa sheets na tayo na part. So, as of now, break muna tayo. Okay lang yan. So, now, we have our walls. Then, let's make a parang small floor plan lang para ma-insert natin ang ating flooring. Okay. So, parang malagyan natin ng partition. So now, if I have this partition, what if gusto ko na nasa gitna ang partition? We can. So, ayan. Wait lang. Ayan. If you can see, it's not pantay. It's not equal. But if I check this one or select this one, I just click this one, the EQ, which is naka-cross pa siya ngayon, so hindi pa siya na-apply. If you click that, automatic siya maging equal. You can delete your equal na dimension. Meron lang siyang nakalagay na unconstrained, pero naka-equal na yan siya. So, if mag-DI ka ulit, makikita mo na ang dimension mo. So, there. Okay, so that's how you do the equal. So, let's say okay na, may equal na ako and all. So, let's check on my front elevation, how it looks like. Yung front elevation ko naman, guys, naka-customize na kasi ito siya. So, if nakuha niyo na ang form ng building ninyo, make sure na hindi masyado mahaba ang inyong levels. Make sure na tama lang siya na ma-cover yung area na para siya na sa sheets lang. So, as of now, you can see na, oops, ba't ang laki ng aking mga FFL, NGL, and all. Just change your scale mo na liitan natin, let's say 25, or if wala dyan, make it, gusto ko 40 siguro. So there. So 40 is good, it looks good, parang proportional siya. Make sure proportional siya. Kasi some of you, sobrang laki ng 2FFL, NGL, na nag-crowd na lahat, and then your building, hindi na siya nakikita. Okay? So, balik tayo sa ground floor plan. After the ground floor plan, after the walls for your ground floor plan, let's start with the slab on fill. So, let's go sa floor. Again, your slab on fill, kung construction-wise naman, hindi na tayo nung pabebe na floor lang. We should have two types of floor. The slab on fill, which is the concrete pour mismo, yung lalagyan nila ng concrete ang flooring na directly from lupa, the ground, then the concrete pour. So, yun yung gagawin natin una, yung floor na concrete pour. So, right now, I have a template for that, which is LF slab on fill. Tingnan natin ang itsura niya. Yan lang. The structure, wala akong finish, hindi ako naglagay ng tiles, hindi ako naglagay ng floor tiles, wood tiles, or whatever. Ito lang, 100 mm thickness. So, that's it. I will apply that now. And, kung slab on fill tayo, nasa ground floor plan tayo, I will just make, tawag nito, a line na, bibilisan ko lang siyang ganyan because hindi naman siya from center to center. Kung dati, tinuro ko sa inyo center to center para lang maganda tingnan. Pero ngayon, nakikita ko na parang mas maganda talaga if detailed. So, let's make it detailed talaga. In reality, kung nasa slab on fill ka, hopefully, madodraw ko siya. Pero as of now, kung gagawin siyang detail, dapat andito talaga ang floor niyan. Okay? So, I will type AL for align. Select this one. Then, align this one. Okay? Pag hindi mo ma-click itong part na ito, press tab lang many times and then lalabas lang yan. Ma-align mo lang yan siya. Again, I'm in the AL, which is align. There. Pag nagawa ko na yan, press check and then let's see kung ano itsura niya sa section. Na section. Double click natin. There. It will look like this. Ay, parang bunjing. Yes, parang hindi talaga siya maganda tingnan. Hindi siya aesthetically pleasing. I'll change this to fine. Let's see. Then, maybe I'll change this to 25 para mas thin. So, if you can see, yung floor-to-wall connection natin, parang hindi siya nag-merge together. So, in reality, if ito yung NGL natin, I'll check this one ha. If ito yung natural grade line natin, hindi ibig sabihin na yung floor mo, buong floor yan. Meaning, may lupa ka talaga dito na part. So, if nag-concrete pour ka dyan, ibababa ko ng 50 mm lower than the finished floor line itong concrete slab on fill natin. Kasi meron pa tayong tiles and adhesive on top of that. So, I'll select the floor. Then, height offset from, from level. So, from level ng FFL, ang offset natin meaning ilan ang offset niya from the FFL. So, I will type minus 50. There. Kasi ibababa natin siya to make room for another flooring material. Then, ito naman, itong wall, you can only simply, itong grab niya or pull na toggle, you can always pull that down kung gusto ninyo. Okay? Let's say, pinull down ko siya ng ganyan. In reality, guys, actually, sa totoo lang, ang wall hanggang baba yan siya kasi may wall footing yan sa ilalim. And then your slab will be filled there. Pwede yan siya. Pero meron din iba na on top yung sa slab niyan. So, medyo detailed na yan, masyado yan. So, what's my point? My point is, let's try to join them together. So, I'm selecting the floor. Then, meron kayong makikita sa, modify floors. And then, may nakalagay join. So, I click that one. Then, click again this one and the wall. So, it will magically join together. Pero kung gusto niyo na presentation technique-wise, hanggang dito lang ang wall ninyo, okay lang. Okay lang talaga. So, to explain, yung exterior side natin, liitan ko na naman ang scale ha. Yung exterior side natin, kung in real life lang, kung ito yung NGL, ito yung outdoor na part, yung plaster niya, mapaplaster talaga yung whole na part. So, ito dapat yung nakikita outside. Then, your concrete masonry sits on top of your slab. And then, yung interior side mo na na-plaster and all. So, ganito ang itsura talaga niya. So, that's how it will look like. So, ito, hayaan muna natin ang interior walls because magkaiba yan sa exterior na walls. Okay? So now, balik tayo sa floor plan. And let's make another floor tile. So, let's make a floor na yung floor tiles natin, which is, ang thickness niya is 50 mm. Tingnan natin ang kanyang composition. So, sa structure, you have tile adhesive. Kasali na dyan yung grout, yung cement, kung ano ba ang pampadikit from the slab on fill to your tiles. Meron yan siyang adhesive or glue, kumbaga, sa gitna. So, sa totoo, ang conceptual niyan is parang 40 mm ito, then ito 10. Pero minsan tingnan 25-25 ko siya. Depende lang talaga yun sa area. So, as of now, kung construction-wise, your tile adhesive is 40 mm. Ganun siya kakapal, guys. Yes, totoo yan. So, hindi natin dapat iniglat itong klase na detail. Then, the ceramic tile, which is 10 mm. Okay? If I click that, okay, then apply, gawa na tayo ng tiles. So, let's say, for example, now, kung ang slab on fill natin, dito tayo nag-start. Now, your tiles, na clean tiles na ha, yung finished floor line, it will be inside your walls. To. Pwede mong i-stop dyan para maka-AL tayo. There. Yan. So, it will look like that. And you can create 2 floors naman at the same time. Or 3. So, check natin yan. So, this is your floor tiles. Now, let's go to your section para makita natin. So, see? Diba, binaba natin to ng 50 mm. So, now, ito na ang nag-fill sa 50 mm. Yun yung adhesive, tiles, and etc. So, clean na yung cut sa gitna. And then, your interior wall, you can pull this down now. Okay lang siya kasi this will sit on top of your slab while you're finishing ng mga tiles and adhesive. Nandyan yan siya sa wall. So, ito na itsura niya. This one you can pull down as well. Then, join. Join mo yun sila. Naka-join na ba yun? Yeah, naka-join na siya. So, ganito ang finished product or the real-time construction detailing of your floor, ground floor slab, slab on fill to your walls. Okay? Klaro tayo dyan. Yeah? Now, let's go sa second floor. So, meron na tayong ground floor plan. Now, we'll go to the second floor. Napansin ko naman sa second floor ninyo, merong iba sa inyo na may wash out pa rin na detail sa likod. I think, guys, na naka-check kasi yung underlay ninyo. Ito, look at your properties bar. Merong underlay dyan. You should have it none. Wala kayong underlay. Sa iba naman, baka naka-FFL yan. So, meron talaga kayong washed out gray scale na ground floor plan na itsura kasi nilagyan nila ng underlay. Pero mas maganda ng none. Maganda ang none kung tapos na kayo. But if you want to use this as a basis for your second floor, then i-FFL niyo muna. Then you will draw our walls. Let's draw our walls. Oops. Yeah. Let's say hanggang dito lang yung wall ko. Oops. There. So, yan. Para makita nyo lang sa ilalim, i-check nyo lang muna yung underlay. Pero kung hindi nyo na need, then okay lang yan. So, there's my second floor. Oh, isa lang, walang partition ng second floor ko, guys. Kasi, wala lang. So, ngayon, if okay na ako sa form ng second floor ko, then, uncheck nyo lang ulit yung underlay. Where was that? There. No, not uncheck, but put it into none. Para yan na ang floor nyo. So, again, gawa na naman tayo ng floor sa second floor. Ngayon, hindi naman na slab on fill yung akin. So, I'll edit this one and duplicate lang. Simple lang mag-duplicate, guys. Just make it into 150 mm maybe. Kasi yan yung parang nominal width or depth or height ng slab. Pero you can really change that kasi ang structural designer nyo kasi ang structural engineer nyo ang mag-design. So, you can easily revise if magsabi siya na, 150 mm, 150 mm, 150 mm. So, you can just change that. Kasi ang structural designer nyo kasi ang structural engineer nyo ang mag-design. So, you can easily revise if magsabi siya na, 150 mm, 150 mm, 150 mm. So, you can easily revise if magsabi siya na ayoko ng 150 mm. I want 300 mm kasi medyo malaki ang building mo. So, ganyan. Change nyo lang ito. So, that's how simple it is. Unlike sa CAD na i-change nyo lahat. So, I'll click OK. Oh, yeah. So, meron na tayong... No. Sorry. I'll rename this. It's not slab and fill. Yan. Second floor slab. So, nirename ko lang siya. Then, I'll make my second floor slab. So, as of now, ang second floor slab ko naman, dito ko pa rin siya ilalagay. Pero, ito guys, medyo technical na siya, but it's okay. Basta maganda lang ang ating pagka-present ng connections ng wall to floor. So, i-AL ko siya. Tab. Para press tab again. Oh, patayo na. Yan. Sa second floor slab naman, depende na sa inyo kung ano ang gusto nyong type ng itsura ng pag-present nyo sa section. So, let's go sa section again. And widen this. Ayan. Pag ma-widen nyo siya, makikita nyo na, ay, ganyan pala itsura niya. And then, yung aking second floor slab, naka-rest na siya sa 2FFL. So, same thing, i-offset natin siya ng -50 para bababa. Yan. To make way for our finishing. Then, after that, you can, I don't connect this one na, but I'll just pull it down here. Or, again, pwede na hindi siya i-pull down ha. Or, select all your walls here and check kung naka-filter, kung walls lang ba yan. Then, maglagay ako ng offset, base offset, which is -150. Let's check. Oops, kulang pa. Dapat -200. Depende na yan sa inyo ha. O yan. So, ganun itsura. Para mag-connect yung baba na wall sa second floor na wall. Okay? Ground floor wall to your second floor na wall. And now, after doing that, pwede, it's either gustuhin nyo man na ganito siyang itsura, then you can connect that one. You can join them together again. So, this is how it looks like. Cute ba? Cute talaga. Yan. Yan ang joinery niya. And then your interior wall, you just sit on top of that. Now, let's apply again our second floor plan, yung wall, floor natin, which is the tawag nito, tiles. Or kung gusto nyo wood tiles, pwede pa rin. Ito, ano lang to. So, yung tiles naman natin, dito na siya sa loob again. There. And if you check that one, sa section, it will look like that. Okay. Masyadong maliit yung scale, just for presentation purposes. Pero kung i-print screen nyo na siya with me, make it 25 siguro, I don't know. Parang, depende sa inyong pag-print screen ha, kung ano ang inyong detailing for that. So, this is basically my section for now. Then, if nakalagay na kayo niyan, kahit ano pang gawin niyo, let's say, let's make it 3,000. Anong ginawa ko? Yung FFL nyo, 3,000 or i-change na. Everything else will flow kasi naka-lock in na yung mga finishes and floor connection niyo. So, very nice na ang inyong connection. Now, isa na tayo.